So here we are again with Han.
Yes.
And
Here we go again. The Stackable.
So this time it's aromas against Mr. One More and 45-45 on Team League.
Yes, the ratings are rather close. One another, and we can expect a really good fight.
Aroma's playing style is very practical, and he has tried, I think, most of things on chessboard that it's really difficult to throw something at him that would surprise him. He plays these 15 minutes games like so many. I don't know how many he has on his sleeve, but it's really, you can expect that something happens when he
and perhaps free chess is not the only side who he plays.
Yeah. Okay. So
there are others. Okay. So Mr. One More fight with. I remember you. I don't know. I didn't check the game before, so it is a complete surprise. Knight f3 is a polymorphical opening. We don't know what is the nature of the opening. It could be a Reti, it could be a Catalan, it could be a King's Indian, it could be a Greenfield, it could be whatever.
Okay, so you can look at the center from the side. We take the center.
c4. Okay. Perhaps it will transpose to a Catalan. Bishop g4.
So now we look at kind of this as a little bit kind of Trombosky fashion.
Yes, but the problem is, and Milpat pointed it very well, in an early. There is this problem in the Slav and in the Baltic defense. When you are away with the bishop c8 too early, the b7 pawn could be weak.
Yeah. So.
And that's why he advocated here queen b3.
Yeah, that's a double attack.
Yes. See the last video. And queen b3 is played. So is bishop g4 too early? Yes. Black is losing a pawn.
If you take the f3, he takes b7. No.
No.
Yes.
That's not good. If bishop takes f3, queen b7, for example.
Let's see.
Takes on b7. D takes c4. D takes c4. And the rook a8 is protected by X-ray.
So after bishop takes,
he must take with a pawn.
probably to the center.
Yes, that's one option. The other option is e takes. Because if after if after black takes on c4, there is bishop takes c4, renewing a double attack.
Yeah.
And okay, you have a Nizzolani on d2, but you will have a pawn more. So the deal is perfectly acceptable. So we must care about immediate menaces, immediate threats. Perhaps in playing c6 immediately to prevent the check on b5, or knight d7 or queen d7, whatever. But here knight f6 or e6 would be a mistake.
Aromas is deeply piece play oriented game player, so I predict.
So knight d7.
So I predict piece move here.
Ah yes, okay.
Okay, so we didn't. Did avoid the queen b5 idea, at least for the moment.
Yes, and now queen b5 would be simply a direct attack, but meaningless because white is behind in development if he plays too many queen moves.
Yep. But
And
he moves one again.
here it is. Here it is. And then...
Can we even sack the b7?
you don't have to, but because the king, the white king is can castle in 2 moves, and there are some ideas like that. So we must protect the pawn. Well, yes, b play, knight b6, excellent. Bishop b2. So the other point of knight b6 is that that prevents bishop c4. So the bishop is forced to be in a more humble position.
I didn't see it before you said it. Yeah.
Knight b6 is a prophylactic move.
Yeah, so not too bad. There is a somehow from the past this haunts me a little bit that this.
Yes, there are some kind of ideas like this in the center counter gambit,
which might give white some edge even.
Yes, but his king is not in safety yet, so white must not go into tactical operations before the safety in the king. Queen d5. Okay. So that rules out, that zeroes out all the ideas based on e4, a5, and with queenless play, the structural disadvantage of the pawn structure on the king side will be more blatant. And if queen takes d5, knight takes d5, black has achieved his aim to install a knight unkickable on d5.
So this is at least interesting, you say?
It is a very good move, and if knight c3, then white can inflict another double pawn with queen takes b3. And white's position will resemble to Athens ruins.
Mm. Then it will be looking a little more serious.
Yes, really ugly.
Yeah. So I gather white wants to avoid the exchange.
Yes, and look, now just count the number of queen moves for white.
And now he hunts us on development.
He's
if we develop, and I expect us to develop since it's Pablo who is making the moves. So.
Do you like TV shows?
Yeah, I'm looking them on internet, but yeah.
Yes. So if I say you that it reminds me of a TV show, which one?
Sorry, the piece play.
Yes, the position. And I will say it often in my clubs when I'm playing in the clubs over the board. I say that jokingly. In that kind of position, white is the new black. Because now, yes.
Colors are in reverse.
Huh?
Initiative is for the black pieces.
Yes, you know, orange is the new black. Now it's white. It's the new black. It's black is in lead of initiative development. Has put first his king into safety. Has the d5 for him, and will pressure like hell the d2 pawn.
Black is taking new squares, and white is hoping to stay in race.
And perhaps with moves like knight c3, he can't manage to do it. But if he plays some moves like knight b5, then he will again fall behind in development.
Black has already castled. This king is still in the center. So
yes,
there might be questions to ask if he goes developing his pieces and leaves his king in the center for a while.
But perhaps here knight c3 is mandatory. It is a natural move, sensible move, and will fight for the center. Knight c3 was better, in my humble opinion.
Yeah. So I predict the piece move.
You have yes. King b8 is a really professional move, because the c file is the half open file for white, and there is always a room for trickery. I would play e5 or knight f6, but king b8 is a very good pass move, saying, now what do you do as white? Your move.
It's also practical decision because of the times to make one move that you know that will be correct, and not wonder about the rest, and leave the question. Just what you said. Leave the question to the opponent to answer.
And totally off topic, but not so out of topic.
Yep.
This is the kind of good moves with black. Why? In an on-the-board game, blitz game, why is king b8 a good move?
It takes little of your hand movement if you are over the board, at least, because it's close to
a little of your hand move, and you are very close to the clock.
Yep. so when you have
because
little
the
time
clock
left,
will be on your right.
Yeah. So you want to move the pieces that are closest to the clock.
So to the right, to the right side of the board. Yes.
When you have like 10 seconds on the clock or so.
Yes, and if you play with the increment, this could be very handy.
Yeah.
Sorry for the joke.
Yeah, no, well, so what were we talking about?
So king b8 is a very professional move.
Yeah. Okay, so probably knight c3.
And the aggressive move of the minute was won by herrahuu. Knight c3 is a very good move. Obvious, but still must be played. And I expect queen d7 or queen d6 perhaps. Perhaps queen d7 is better because you don't want the knight to be on e4 with tempo.
And what happens after queen d4?
Queen d4 is not bad, but
is it too slow?
No. It forces practically the exchange of queens, but white can wait, because if you take the queen, then the pawn structure will be enhanced for
He takes it back with f pawn, of course. Then.
Yes, and plays d4, and he has a pair of bishop, the steamroller waiting to be activated with the central pawns.
So this is not solution for black.
So he will keep the queens with queen d7, for example. Queen f5, perhaps even better, because then it is the rook that's pointing on the d file. And the rook is pointing on the d file instead of the queen, and yes, yes, that is controlling a center square. Knight f6, knight d5, always the same idea. Queen d7 could be weaker. Okay, d4. Now we can now if black is consequent, okay, now bishop d3 could be annoying, but
so we are waiting like what's the big idea behind queen f5?
Perhaps e6 and perhaps e6, increasing the control on d5 because. But queen f that good. Just check with your engines, viewers. But it is an interesting place for the queen. But not so interesting. And now he has pushed d4. We must block d5. Yes. The thing that you don't want to have in that kind of structure with black is that white manages to push d5, liquidating or sacrificing his isolated pawn.
Yeah, it will be liberating for white player to get.
And will release a lot of dynamic options.
Yeah, the potential in the position.
Bishop d3 is now queen d7 is mandatory here, I suppose.
Queen d7.
Yes. Aromas, I love you. So.
Yeah, so Flore is supporting Mr. One More, I guess. We have quite a pressure on d4 now.
And d5 is blocked. As I said, you must control d5 and pressure d4. Now.
So what do you do to save the d4?
Knight e2 seems
Yeah.
ugly. But knight b5 is a blunder because c6 and the d4 pawn is a goader.
Yeah.
Let's look. Rook d1. Is rook d1 an interesting option here? If queen takes d4, if queen takes d4, then perhaps moves like bishop f5 could be annoying, or not. There is a background page. We can't play rook d1.
But the c3 knight is covering. Let me see.
Knight e2.
Oh,
he must.
Yeah.
He must play a backwards move.
Okay.
So he chooses to sacrifice the pawn, but queen.
But there is the rook d1 idea.
Absolutely.
So he can, if we take the pawn, he can just go rook d1.
And perhaps here a good move would be c6. Okay, the other one. But let's look at c6. Now, queen takes d4 is a menace because we have king c7. rook d1, queen takes e3, bishop, rook takes, king c7, and if you take the queen back, king takes d8.
Yep.
And you are a full pawn ahead.
By the way, we had knight c8 there.
Yes, but you will be a rook down.
Oh. So.
The thing is to attack the rook with the king.
Okay.
So c6 it plays against the push d5, and we will install a knight on d5. That's a multi-purpose move.
Okay. So he
So
played.
6 is played. We can't say that it is a bad move.
It forces and unforces d5 still.
Yes, but queen takes d4 is still not a menace.
Yep.
So b3 was played, and now he can. Let's if bishop b4. What? How white can defend the pawn? Okay, aromas. You're the best.
Okay, so the thread here. Oh, hey, because now rook is covered. So there's
Yes.
so now there is an attack on d4.
Yes, and we are on d5 like hell.
So
And if knight b5, there is e6.
yeah, and there is nothing else to cover.
Perhaps bishop b2 is tricky, but I think that white is still losing a pawn.
Yeah. So this is
So rook d1 is forced now.
so this was a blunder, b3.
No. Because white has rook d1. He must play rook d1.
And
And
if he takes the knight, there's nothing special there.
nothing special. But if he plays knight d5, he will achieve two goals. The first, installing a knight on d5, and the second goal is starting to exchange pieces.
And bishop on c3 looks quite beautiful as well.
No. You must keep. The bishop is excellent on b4. He does a very good. He plays the role of a wedge for white attacking ideas on the queen side, I suppose. And here knight takes d5. Perfect. And then knight c3 is coming. Exchanging more pieces. So, for example here, is knight c3 a good idea or not? Because yes, it exchanges pieces, but the problem is that this knight on d5 is so wonderful a piece. We don't have to exchange it, perhaps, and perhaps moves like h6 to centralize the rook h8 on e8 without losing a pawn could be good. But I don't know what to play here, really. But h6 is a good waiting move, because if bishop b2, then we have knight f4. for example, and the knight is very threatening on the king side. H6 for example here.
And you were talking about bishop e2, yes?
Yes, bishop b2 and knight f4. And we have pressure on the d4 pawn, and a rook he8 is coming, or depending of what white does, we can perhaps even initiate a pawn attack on the king side.
Yeah.
Okay, but okay, h5, more aggressive option. But this is the same thing. Mindling has said that knight c3 could have won some material. Let's see knight c3. So now the rook is attacked. She must play somewhere.
So we have different options.
Yes.
So
but now knight takes e2 check. No. Knight takes e2 check, and he must take with the queen. With the rook, and then okay. But okay, that's good enough. That's good enough. Okay. Queen takes, and this is good. This is good. This is really good. And rook takes d4, and we have the threat knight takes a2, discovering an attack, perhaps. No, yes, this is also a threat, mating threat. So the other option after knight c3 is rook d2. But we have knight takes e2 check, rook takes e2 forced, because the rook is attacked, and then queen takes e4. So knight c3 would have won a pawn. A good remark.
and there was still bishop d2.
No, the rook is attacked. You can't. And the pawn on d4 falls. Okay, h5. A missed occasion, but it is not. It is absolutely not a losing move.
But it does somehow remind me of this idea that when you control center, you are you have easier mobilization of your pieces. So it kind of by controlling, for instance, c3 here, you're kind of controlling and limiting the options.
Yes, this is the topic of the advantage of space. If you have advantage of space, obviously black has advantage of space. You can switch sides really easily.
And your opponent is still might be restricted to defend those same problems he was defending before. So.
Yes. Bishop d2. Yeah, here. At least Mr. One More has seen the knight c3, right? Bishop b7. Reposting on f6, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Queen b5. Another queen move. Really?
There have been some queen moves.
This is pushing too far. And then after c6, for example, the white is black is perfectly okay, and the d5 knight is a monster. You can't expel this for the position. And now perhaps bishop f6. Oh, g5. Okay, we go for a straight attack on the queen side, king side. Okay.
So what to suggest for white?
He
has no pieces on h2.
Yes.
F5.
He must perhaps. That's a problem because if he attacks on the queen side, the attack will be too slow. So he must take defensive measures.
Okay, so white played bishop a5.
Yes, but now you see that the problem is that this bishop was guarding the f4 square.
So
a knight jump on f4 will be deadly.
Okay. So we'll see about that, if that will happen or not.
Okay, now the problem is to defend the position. You must post a rook on the second file, and the two bishops are blocking the rooks to do that job. Okay, bishop d8. What's the aim? Perhaps to play bishop b6
and stop this waiting game on going between e1 and a5,
and always having a pressure on d4, because if bishop f6, then you have not the f5 f4 id.
So a4.
And bishop b6 is impossible now because a5 will gain a tempo. But okay, bishop c7. That was the point. Not bishop e6, but bishop c7. And with queen d6 and h4. That's interesting.
So your b5 is coming.
Yeah, yes, but queen d6 with mate in 1.
So this is the critical moment where Aromas had refutation for queen d6, and reason why he played knight f4 first.
So let's see queen d6. What was the refutation?
So if g3,
h4,
queen c5,
h takes,
queen takes,
g takes f2, check. No, g takes f2, check. Intermediate. And then we can take the queen.
oh,
You can make two moves in a row.
that's a bad thing. I would like to. So what would we take with then?
And anyway, we will gain a pawn with black, and because b4 is attacked, h2 is attacked.
Okay.
That's
so maybe that's what he missed. I think this was the line he was giving. And if queen c5 first, then it's
queen takes h2 is a standard stockmate.
Yeah. So I think this was the reason why he was giving knight f4. Since
yes, could be good. Could be good because we have some g4 IDs with sacrifice on h3. And look, this knight f4 is a monster. I told you that the bishop bishop e1 was bishop a5, bishop a1 was a very bad idea.
Well, that's where I commented that we'll see if that will occur on the game.
And now there is a beautiful move. I don't know if Aromas has seen it, but he has seen it, obviously. G4.
Yeah. And if he takes...
Takes.
Like this.
With check.
And... I guess...
F takes, and bishop takes.
So how much are we in lead?
We have one pawn, and we are still attacking.
Yeah. So
G4 is a very bad surprise.
So opponent played bishop f1.
But G4 anyway. Okay, that's good. That's good enough. Knight e2 check is on the cards.
Yeah, that's pretty serious.
Yes. And now, is the G4 ID still working here? I think so. G4.
Kaboom!
Aromas, I love you. Okay.
Yeah. Love letter before the Christmas. Come on.
That being said.
So, what can he do? He screwed.
Yes, that's...
So what happens after
Bishop G2?
G takes...
No, Bishop G2, Bishop G2 is perhaps the only move.
Because G takes... F takes... What?
Okay, let's see. G takes... G takes F3, King H1, Queen takes F4.
And there's no defense.
It reminds me of the famous game Fischer versus Banco.
There's no defense to H2. Come on.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's why he cannot take. So, as I think did you say Bishop G2?
Bishop G2, yes. Perhaps it is the only move still threatening to. And Rook A2, something like that. You must defend.
So what can we do here? Can we take the pawn? It doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do anything serious.
And
Because
H4.
You're wild.
What does this do?
Okay, now...
We want to contest the G3 pawn anyway.
F takes G4. F takes G4. No, not that pawn, the other one. Thank you. Thank you. And we have a perfectly stable position. Now B5. We have a diagonal. F takes, very important move. We can't take because you have not a follow-up. Rook takes H2 is too bold.
So takes the king.
Okay. G takes. G takes. I don't care. Oh, okay. I care. Okay, I care. Okay. Rewind, please.
But what the... Oh.
So, now, instead of that blunder, Bishop f3. Sneaky move.
Oh, but
Yes,
let's see.
there is a traffic. Yes. Bishop takes e2.
I want to give as much material as possible for mate.
Okay. I know the type. Fantastic, spectacular. Really
This
good.
is there is no
Fantastic variation.
okay.
So king takes h2.
And now we want to be sure before we do something.
Rook g4 check. No, rook g5 check, more precise. Rook g5 check.
And if we
Just
if we go double check.
No. You don't have to for the rook to be captured. Rook g5 and it is mate next. This is mate 2.
Yeah, there's a mate.
Queen h2 mate in the both cases. And if bishop g3, queen takes g3 check.
Oh, and where we were here.
Yes.
Okay, so
And this is forced.
Okay.
Bishop g3, queen takes.
so
Okay.
where
Rook takes h2 is a wonderful sacrifice.
but we must have gone wrong somewhere along the line.
Perhaps not.
So what was the line we were looking at? King takes h2.
King takes h2.
Okay, so if we don't
Rook.
take,
King takes h2 here.
but if we don't take, what happens then?
This is worse because I can take gratis the bishop on g2 with the knight. And good night.
Okay.
That's fantastic. So b5 is too late. Rewind b5
It seems.
instead of this move. Stop. No. Rook g4 is good. Perhaps here. Queen c5.
Yeah. Now you're talking. I wish we had some queen takes d4, knight e2 check, but we don't.
Yeah, this is a dream variation, man.
Yeah.
But in reverse order, no, doesn't work too.
This whole variation seems very sketchy.
Queen c5, and now let's pretend h takes g3. So, with what pawn should we take?
What if we take the queen first?
G takes h2 check. The intermediate check is winning.
Yeah.
If f takes, have we got the same sacrifice as before? No, because we can take the queen after the discovery check of the knight. So rook takes h2 is wrong. Bishop takes h3 calmly. Queen takes d6.
We don't have anything.
Absolutely. And this is still a game.
So where can we improve as black then?
That's crazy.
Where were we? After bishop g2 here.
Yes.
So here we want to improve somehow.
Yeah.
If you take with knight, it's nothing.
Because we are controlling all the black square, the dark squares.
So
King takes. And stop. Yes, this is the best we can find here. Yes, h4, and now as white,
queen c5.
Queen c5 is good. F takes, g4 is good too, but because I don't quite like the okay, we can take it with the king anyway. We can. There is no turn. There is no follow up because queen takes d6 is coming.
Yeah, that's mean. It's a mean old world, my man. My friend.
It's not a mean word. That's chess. Okay. Now
I don't want to give you my queen. Come on.
Okay. Now king g2. We have taken the pawn. So, and
You have this check, but it doesn't seem to lead anywhere.
yes. F takes. Okay.
But this.
Yes.
Can I show this one beautiful thing that I can see in this?
Yes. And yes, that's pretty cool. You can put a diagram.
On the book.
And okay, rewind because perhaps white didn't defend properly. Rewind. Okay, instead of king g2. Instead of king g2 here. Yes, the g4 is an option.
Can we somehow entice white to something that is not healthy for him? Maybe not.
A little king walk. F5 is not good because king f3. Perhaps we have something else. Queen f6. Quiet move. But mean. The threat is rook g8 check and queen f3. Rook a3 is also a move that we must consider. But queen f4 check is queen f4 check and queen takes h2, and the attack is continuing. Yes.
So let's say black has some initiative in the position.
Yes, quite some.
Yeah. So because we can't predict that we were accurate on our calculations. So
no, but some wonderful attacking ideas.
Yeah. So bishop.
But so what does white play? Bishop d2. Okay.
So we can imagine there's something.
Yes, and now bishop f4 is impossible because queen takes f.
With what idea?
Rook h4. H4 is an ID to crack open the position.
Uh-huh.
Yes, h4 is an ID completely.
So he played b5.
Too little, too late. H4, yes. Aromas represents.
Kaboom!
Aromas represents. Yes.
B takes c6.
Too late. H takes. And now, stop. Is your little ID rook take h2 still working?
I have to move this one with the mouse because I don't want to hold the excitement for myself. That was a new move. Okay.
Yes.
So if he takes it, let's look at that one first.
Rook takes g3.
And if he should take,
Knight e2 check.
double check.
Yes. Right. I don't know if it works, but because it is really more crazy than before. But no, doesn't. Rook takes g3 is perhaps a little too demanding, but rook takes king takes f3 should refutate.
Yeah, because
or not. Knight takes d4 check, and we have a very weird endgame. If queen takes. Queen takes d4.
Yeah, because he has quite a bit of material, yes.
Yes, a very weird endgame. No, you don't want to lose the game as black.
Is this lost?
Yes. But rook takes g3. Rook take h2 is good, but rook takes g3 is not. Let's see. Rewind. Okay, stop.
We can, of course, check here.
No, not that. But knight e2. Multi-purpose move. Knight takes f4, switch back, and you can't because this is a mate in
some moves.
Yes. The main threat is rook h8 check. The other threat is queen takes g3 check.
The knight is handfully covering these squares. This pawn is covering these squares. That squares.
Knight e2 is spectacular.
So he can sacrifice
no.
like this.
Rook h8 and game over.
Because this idea, he can the pawn is pinned, so we can just take.
No. But we don't even have to do that. We don't even have to do that.
Uh-huh.
And because there is bishop h3 here, but instead queen takes g3 check and make next move. It's that simple. Queen g1. Queen g1. No. Queen g1 is mate in 1.
Yeah.
That's hell. But okay. Rewind. Okay. No. Go till rook takes h2. And now King takes. Okay. King takes. 92. We have, alas, just one mating threat in G3. The other one is ruled out by the bishop on H3. We have just we are just threatening. We are just threatening Queen takes G3 checkmate.
Yes.
So Bishop E1. Rook takes G3. Is still crushing.
You can't take the knight and
because Rook G2 double check and wait.
so
Rook takes H2 is a blast.
okay. So in the game, Rook takes G3.
The other Rook sacrifice. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
So did you see this one coming?
Perhaps more precise. And 92 check. Okay, this one is good too. Because 92 check has one flow. King F2 is possible. King F2 is possible here. But with Knight H3 check, there is no flight of the king. King E3. King D3.
It seems so difficult to believe this one, but let's see. If we could go that way, he just takes the knight or what?
Very nice. Bishop F4 check. Bishop F4 check. King D3. Queen G6 check. Mate.
Queen G6. Sorry, now I got lost. There.
G6. Mate.
Boom! So how did we arrive here? By taking this
With
one.
the roll check.
Yeah.
on E2.
Yeah. That's a nice one. If you see it. Okay, so
Mesmerizing variations.
so where were we? That
But
was
Knight H3 is more precise because the king can't go on F2. And now Queen G3 check. Yes. King F1 forced. And Rook takes H3. Yes, because Rook takes Rook H1 check is really difficult to met.
in fact you can't make it. So this was Aromas game from Team League 65, one of my favorite games.
No, I don't understand why, really.
Yeah, it was really good doing this
Together.